In about 2012, we're going along doing our normal business. We're doing domestic investigative issues. We're dealing with cybercrime, some hacking cases, but it's all on the surface net at this point in time, where it's all translated into the real analog world, if you will. But in 2012, two cases happened that really changed the framework in which I see things. First was a drug overdose case that happened here in West University here in Houston. And in this particular case, we were asked by the family to come in and help to analyze what had happened. And one thing really stood out that was very unusual. It appeared as though the person had been shipping in their narcotics, in this case, various forms of oxycodone. And when you looked at it, none of the addresses traced back. So this wasn't the first time that drugs have been brought in on the internet using the ClearNet, but when we looked at the computer and we looked at the data, what we saw was not the traditional things that you would see in the traffic analysis or in the forensic analysis. There wasn't a connection to Google, there wasn't a connection to a pharmacy in Canada or Mexico. All we saw was something called Tor, and we didn't really understand exactly what it was. The second case was a kidnapping and extortion case where the communications had been obscured and the request for payment was in this thing called Bitcoin. So these two events really made us realize there was something quite profound going on online, and we really didn't understand what it was. We knew that there was this new thing, Tor or the Onion Router, and there was this thing, Bitcoin, but again, it hadn't touched us, and we really didn't know what it meant, and we started to dig in.